Yo Umers and welcome back to week 4 of the PUL. Today we're playing against zombie captains in the Boston Celebi. He's a real good friend of mine. Check out his link in the description so you can watch his battle and his team builder as well. Not really sure if he does team builders, to be honest. I mean, we'll see. So we're playing against him today. I'll just put it on really slow. And yeah, we see the Pheromosa, not surprised. Skarmory, not surprised. Blaziken, not surprised, and Slurpuff, not surprised, really surprised actually. I was like, I think I've good enough. He can do anything to my Toxapex. Um, Kyurem Black, not surprised, and Lele, not surprised as well. So to start the battle, we lead off with our Tormentor. We don't. I thought we did. Um, we led off with Tank Specs, and I just put my first layer of T-Spikes up because why not? Because it chips the steam down really good. So I put the first thing on. I was like, I'm going right into Galvantula to pressure this thing, and I put my webs up as well because they'll really help me. It goes into a Slurpuff, and I'm like, oh, this thing is gonna belly drum up. So I went back into my, or not back. Just went into my tank specs of the Volt Switch to get some additional damage. So I went into tank specs, and he shows webs. So, I completely forgot that Slurpuff had webs. So I was like, oh fuck. This thing gets sticky web. Oh yeah, move tutors and Ultra Moon. I'm fucked. So yeah, he sets up the webs. Well, yeah, I set up another layer of toxic spikes because why not? I think like, oh, he's gonna defog everything away. That's not a problem. I'll just go for a Scald, try to get a burn. I do get a burn, which is really nice. And he goes for a whirlwind, so I'm like, he doesn't have defog, or what is he doing? So here I go for the dark pulse because I think it KOs. Yes, it does. But the crit didn't matter. I was calking a lot in this battle, and I see this thing coming out, and I'm like, this thing is real fucking scarfed. I could bet my money this thing is scarfed. So I was like, if this thing is scarfed, it can do anything to tank specs. So I went back into tank specs because I know I stayed in. Oh yeah, I would. Sorry, it's a bit early for me. So I thought, I'll kill him, and the U-turn, and I'm okay. That's scarfed. So here I think I went for Oblivion Wing to get a lot of HP back. Yeah, and it just misses out on the KO. So I'm like, oof, that's a problem. So I just Oblivion Wing another time to get a little bit of my HP back. And he goes back into his Pheromosa hopper. Now I go into tank specs. It literally takes every hit. I tank Noise Beam and I go for Sludge Bomb. Yeah, I think I go for Sludge Bomb. Let me see. Yeah, I do. And it does a whole lot of damage. So my check to this is Tangrowth, as far as you can call that a check. Because he's gonna go for Moonblast and I see this damage. And that's specs. So I'm like, oh, I have no switch-ins to this. So I go back into tank specs because I know he specs. It goes for the Moonblast another time. And now's a good time because now I can. The special attack drop is a bit, yeah, it's stupid because special attack is, yeah, I mean, it has not a lot, it doesn't have a lot of special attack, but extra chip on my Sludge Bomb coming out now will be really helpful. And he goes into Kyurem Black. So I go for the Sludge Bomb. get a little bit of chip. Could have been 6% extra, but I don't think it's a real big deal. So I go into my counter on probably the fusion bolt, and I see that's non-boosting damage. So I think he's like expert belt or something. So I just flare blitz here to get damage. Oh no, wait, I switched on another. How do you call it? On another fusion bolt. I'm really not awake, lol. And he goes into his Lele, and I'm like, okay, I can tank a Moonblast. I'm going to go for Giga Ring to get my HP back. I do tank, get a little bit of HP back from the Giga Ring, and I'm at 0 HP. So he sends out his KFC, the Mega Blaze again, and I'm going to go into tank specs because it's tank specs. He should be able to tank every hit, and yeah, I'm just going to send this thing out, and because he should be able to, and he goes for the SD. So I'm like, I have a big problem here, and because I don't have Baneful Bunker, I'm going to go back into Bart's Italian, into my Tangrove, predicting the Earthquake. He goes for another source, so I'm like, oh, fuck my life. No. Well, I sack off my Dominatum because it has no use anymore. So, probably I jump kick, but he goes for Poison Jab, and I'm like, okay. What am I going to do? I think I'm going to go into my tank specs. Oh no, I went into this thing to tank a Flare Blitz. Oh no, I didn't know what I was doing. Oh yeah, I went into Argog because I didn't need it and I hoped he was Flare Blitz, but he went for the EQ. So he made a prediction. Yeah, that's what happened. And now I went into tank specs. And he would go for the EQ, so I went to Yop the Veltol on his EQ. And he does go for EQ. And this thing has caused me a lot of problems. So I'm just going to sack this off, hoping he'll go for another EQ. He doesn't. He just goes for Flare Blitz. Safe play. I die. He dies. So now I think Xerneas can come in on like almost all of his threats, but mostly on the Pheromosa. So I go into Xerneas. I'm correct, yeah, I do. And here I make a really big fucking misplay. I click German C because I thought, I outspeed him if he's under webs, even if he's scarfed. I'll outspeed him if he's under webs after German C. But, yeah. Um, I don't, because I'm under webs as well. So goes for Poison Jab. Not a big deal. I go for German C. I should have gone for Moonblast. I was like, oh fuck. I think I don't. And I wanted to click cancel, but I was just too late. I was like, click, and then he turn already started, and I saw the, how do you call it? I saw the red thing like debug. I don't know what it was. It was like, oh, you're too late to, I don't know, too late to cancel move. Round is already beginning. I was like, no, fuck. So yeah, here I died. I should have moonblasted. That was me. That was me first to cure in black, and I could have won this, but I said GG because I knew it's probably over. And I went into tank specs. I went for the sludge bomb, most damage, and I got pretty decent damage on this guy. So here I go for it. It's 16%, pretty decent. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go into Tangrove because he will probably, how do you call it? Probably, Fusion Blast. Yeah, Fusion Bolt it. It's Fusion Bolt, and he roosts, and I'm like, oh, come on. Oh, this can't be true, and he goes for Fusion Bolt. On my prediction, I'm like, I'm staying in. I don't have shit with the Tangrowth. It can't do anything. I'm just going to go for another one, and he goes for the Ice Beam. I tank. I go for the Giga Drain because I wanted to get some HP back, which was another misplay. If I had gone for Sludge Bomb, it would have done. Look, it brings him. He has 7% after the Giga Drain. Giga Drain did 12.5. If I went for Sludge Bomb, I would have done 22.3 or at least 20, and he would have been dead by now, but he wasn't. He goes into his Pheromosa. I go for a Sludge Bomb now. I almost killed the Pheromosa. Pheromosa's almost dead. I go into tank specs on the Pheromosa. I tank rocks damage, and he goes for high jump kick. Because I can tank this. Like, oh, this thing actually walls Cure and Black. So I just stay in another time. I think I click recover. Yeah, I click recover to just be at as much HP as possible. I go into Bart's Italian on the tank specs on the Fusion Bolt reads, but there's no reason for him to Fusion Bolt if he wants to win this game. So I make another misplay. This game is so full of misplays. If I would have clicked anything, I would have been better off. So I go into Bart's Italian, I make another misplay, and he goes for Roosaloid. Oh, I'm so stupid. And here he goes for the corkscrew crash with Iron Head, I think, for the Xerneas, so I can set up on him, and he does lose some more HP. I go into tank specs as my only mon left. I tank one, so I go for Slash Bomb because he'll die. He roosts, and I get a crit, which is really fortunate, but I mean, I didn't deserve it, looking at how much misplays I've made. So I go for another Sludge Bomb to get more and more damage off, and he's still at a lot of HP. And I go for my last Sludge. Here I go for, I go for another Sludge Bomb, and it just barely misses out on the kill. A little higher roll would have given me the KO. And if I had something like Baneful Bunker on here, I would have he would have died as well. But I mean, I was really thrown off by the sticky webs, and yeah, I completely choked this game away from the part of the pheromones. I completely choked. I even said, "What the fuck was your item?" When I was like, "Oh, whoa, that's a little bit." They need to select everything. I'm like, "Oh, what's your item?" You know, and then, "Oh, what's your item?" Look, wait, look, another turn. Here, Stellium Z. I still thought he would be expert belt. My brain wasn't working functionally. And I was just fucking around with Fusion Bolt, critical hit, yeah, crit mattered. We got hexed. Well, great game. He capitalized on my chokes a lot. That Mega Blaze can completely fuck me over. And Slurpers, man. Oof. They are such a big threat. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let's not choke as much next video because it will be a real big problem if you keep choking all our games away. And